Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man, I'm excited about this one. Let's go, man. I cannot wait for today. You already know what it is. What's up, Colts fan? How you doing? It's big dog named Austin, and it's playoff football. It is not quite playoff football. Okay, I'm getting a little excited. It's a playoff atmosphere. It's a playoff-like game. Okay, the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. The Yinzers from Pittsburgh, they come to town to battle the Indianapolis Colts. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 7-6, and they are the 6th seed in the playoffs at this current moment. The Indianapolis Colts are also 7-6, and the 7th seed in the playoffs at this current moment. Some big game. This is a big game. The Indianapolis Colts are 1-point favorites at home. That's a toss-up game right there, boys. That's a toss-up game. What are we going to do about it? We're going to win. We're going to play Colts football. We're going to dominate on defense. We're going to get after Mitchell Trubisky. Okay, Mitchell Trubisky on the season. I know he hadn't played very long because it's been Kenny Pickett's team. Mitchell Trubisky, he's back. 463 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 72.7 QBR. I like those numbers as a fan of the Colts who just played Jake Browning last week. And you need a little bit of a, hey, let's relax on the quarterback play, okay? Let's relax on the good backup quarterback play. Okay, let's get after the quarterback. I'm not sure where the Colts stand in sacks. Going into last week, they were second. They didn't get a single sack last week. Can't have that. You cannot have that. Also, on the defensive side for the Pittsburgh Steelers, TJ Watt's out of concussion protocol. He's going to play today. Look, there's about a 7-point difference. The Steelers win 66% of their games when TJ Watt is in the lineup. There's about a 7-point difference in the Steelers' favor when TJ Watt is in the lineup. Okay, these are numbers, these are stats that Kevin Bowen threw at me yesterday when I listened to the morning show. So, this is a game where and against a rookie right tackle in Blake Freeland, when Braden Smith's out again. So, you're gonna have your hands full with easy for me to say, Blake Freeland. You're gonna have your hands full with him with a rookie right guard, but you got to do what you got to do. You got to play. So hopefully T.J. Watt isn't a game wrecker like Myles Garrett was, like Josh Allen was for the Jaguars, like Henderson for the Bengals last week. He was a game wrecker. You can't have that. You cannot have that. You've got to take care of the ball. I say this every week. Gardner Minshew, he's scary with the ball sometimes. He doesn't take care of the ball as much as I would hope. If the Indianapolis Colts offense takes care of the ball, they're going to win. If the Colts win the turnover margin in today's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to win. The Colts are going to win. The Steelers have a really good defense. They are 7th in points allowed this season. But the rest of the defense, they're 21st in total yards. Their offense, the Steelers' offense isn't very good. That's really where the Colts are going to have to get theirs, is on defense. Similar to what they did in Carolina. They couldn't really get much going on offense, but defensively you had 2 pick sixes. Last week the Indianapolis Colts had some special team blunders that was uncharacteristic of a team like the Colts. The Colts do have good special teams. They really do. But last week you had the muff punt when the guy backed into his own player. You had the missed field goal. You had the mixed extra point. It was just a rough going. And you also had the personal foul that took away the field goal for the Bengals that got them closer. They eventually scored a touchdown. So multiple miscues on special teams. You can't have those today. You absolutely cannot have those today. Something else. EJ Speed's back. That's huge. That is absolutely huge for the Colts. Getting him back. Juju Brents is back after missing quite a few games. But like I said, Braden Smith's out. Jonathan Taylor's out again. So, the Colts, Zach Moss, if he has a game like he did last week, the thing is the teams are able to stack the box and to stop the run and daring Minshew to throw. We do have a stud wide receiver, though. Michael Pittman Jr. is less than 50 yards away from getting to that 1,000-yard mark. I can't wait. Michael Pittman Jr. is balling this year. He is going to get paid. This man is going to get paid this offseason. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to get paid. I really hope it's with the Colts because he's a damn good player. We'll see what he wants to do. Is the franchise tag an option? I don't know. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Colts and Steelers. Let's not talk about free agency. I get a little off track. Something that I don't like. All Steeler fans are going to be yipping and yapping about this all game long. The Steelers own us. Let's just tell it how it is. They are 27-6 against us all time. I went ahead and wrote down the last 3 wins the Colts have had against this Pittsburgh Steelers team. The last 3 wins. The last time the Indianapolis Colts beat the Pittsburgh Steelers was in November of 2008. I missed this game. I was actually on my way to Miami with my grandparents and my mom. The Colts won in Pittsburgh 24-20. That was back when Peyton Manning was the quarterback for the Colts. You got to go back to November 28th of 2005, a Monday Night Football game. I was at that game. My dad was out. I was at with it. Oh my God! I was at the game with my dad. We won that game 26-7. The thing I remember the most from that game, Marvin Harrison caught an 80-yard touchdown pass to start things off. That's really all I remember about the game. And then we dominated 26-7. I'm pretty sure Cato June had a pick in that game. That's really all I remember from that. But that was 2005. The Colts have not beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers in the entire existence of Lucas Oil Stadium. The Colts have never beaten the Steelers in Lucas Oil. They've played a few times in Lucas Oil, and every single time the Pittsburgh Steelers have come out victorious. That changes today. And you want to go back even further than that. The only 3 times the Colts have beaten the Steelers in the history of Indianapolis. The first of 3, was October 21st, 1984. The inaugural Indianapolis Colts season. The Colts got a 17-16 win. You've beaten that team twice since 1984. Since that one matchup. It's time to start now. It's time to get things going now against this team. 27-6, the Steelers lead, the Steelers lead. I know that's going to be probably, if the Colts ever catch up, probably much later in my lifetime when you see that number to start to even out. That's how lopsided it is. But we need to get back up there, man. You know, this team, the Steelers team, is a tough team. And this is the team that you got to win against if you want to make the playoffs. If you're for real, if you want to prove that you're a playoff team, this is the game that you're going to win. This is the game that you're going to show everybody, hey, we deserve to be here. We're going to be here for a while. This is the game. The Steelers are a tough team coming into your stadium, both playing for something. Let me tell you the stat. The Colts currently sit at a 41% chance of making the playoffs. If the Colts win, they jump to 63% chance to make the playoffs. If the Colts lose, they drop to 20% chance to make the playoffs with 3 games left. That's a number that you guys need to chew on a little bit. Sitting at the 7th seed in the playoffs, tied with 5 other teams that are 7-6 in the AFC. Every game from this point on becomes a must-win, including this one today against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is a playoff atmosphere. This will be a playoff atmosphere. This is a playoff game. I just read you the numbers. A 63% chance if you win and a 20% chance if you lose. That's a 43% chance difference, win or loss. This is going to be a playoff game. This is a playoff atmosphere. This is what you want, right? This is what you want. December 16th. It's exactly what you want. You want a home playoff game. I'm not a home playoff game. You want a home playoff-like atmosphere game. Standalone game, I might add, on NFL Network. It's going to be a national TV game. Everybody's going to be watching. So this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. Let's step on their throats. Let's get after it. Let's get after the quarterback. Let's get things going on offense, man. I'm really excited for this game. I can't wait, man. Let's go. Let's go, Colts! Let's go!